Oleksandr Usyk, Daniel Dubois, we go again. What was it like sharing a ring with a master?
Look, I've come on since then. I've resurrected myself, so I feel, you know, just ready for a new beginning. Really, I'm ready for a great fight. Looking forward to a great fight, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
Same question I asked Oleksandr. Did anything surprise you about him?
No, not to be honest, really, no.
No?
No.
Did anything surprise you about Daniel?
No. No. It's a boxing. Boxing don't have surprise.
How do you approach this fight differently this time?
Confidence, I'm ready to seize victory.
Is it about throwing the kitchen sink?
It's about getting victory, seriously, you know. I've worked hard for it, and now I want to cause chaos in the ring and restore it with order, with victory. So that's my mindset.
A hell of a punch.
Well,
You're a hell of a fighter, hell of a champion.
yeah, I know.
One
I
of the
know.
great-
It's very dangerous,
But
guy.
he has a dangerous punch.
Yes, I know. All my rivals, it's a dangerous guy because it's a boxing. One punch, go home.
For the big fight, the rematch. Are you looking forward to it? Are you confident Oleksandr does the job?
This is a chance to make history. 3-time undisputed. Do you remind anyone?
There's no one.
Neither do I.
Not from cruiserweight up to heavyweight.
As we start the breakdown of this rematch, Daniel Dubois is a rising star in the heavyweight division, known for his immense power and explosive knockout ability. At just 25 years old, he has already proven himself a force to be reckoned with, becoming the WBA Gold Heavyweight Champion.
Daniel, great win, WBA champion. How's it feel?
Oh, amazing, finally. And the new, those are the words we came for, and we're taking the belt back home.
On the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk's career is evidence of his talent, perseverance, and discipline. By winning all 4 of the division's major titles and becoming the undisputed cruiserweight champion, the Ukrainian sensation created history.
Сонце піднімається, підіймаємось ми.
The sun goes up, we go up.
Косуля біжить, за нею біжить тигр.
The deer is running and the tiger is chasing it.
Для того, щоб їй жити, їй треба втікти від неї.
If it wants to live, it has to run away from the tiger.
І щоб жити йому треба піймати і з'їсти її.
But if he wants to live, he has to catch it and to eat.
Той, хто не змагається, то не живе.
The one who does not compete does not live.
Are you the tiger?
The tiger.
I'm White Rabbit.
Furthermore, numerous noteworthy triumphs have characterized Dubois' career, including his memorable victory over Nathan Gorman to capture the British heavyweight title. Dubois demonstrated his tenacity and resolve by winning by knockout after suffering a defeat at the hands of Joe Joyce.
Daniel, it was a fantastic finish. How did it feel to you going into that finishing shot?
Every fight's a learning fight, and right now I'm still got a lot to improve on, but it was good getting the British title and a good win tonight.
And Nathan, I'll ask you because you've stayed kindly to do the interview. How did it feel to you? Did it go, obviously it went wrong in the end, but how was it going up until that point?
It was good, you know what I mean? I felt like I was really in the fight and I got caught with a good shot, you know, a very, very good shot. He's a big, strong man, and I've always said, if you get caught right in the heavyweight division, you're going to go down.
Usyk defeated elite opponents like Tony Bellew and Murat Gassiev with memorable wins due to his ring intellect, footwork, and technical skill. There was a lot of excitement surrounding Usyk's promotion to heavyweight, and he soon demonstrated his value by defeating the fearsome Anthony Joshua to win the WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight belts.
Oleksandr, the undisputed cruiserweight champion, now the unified heavyweight champion. Just how much does this mean to you?
Ты уже undisputed champion и сейчас уже unified в супертяжелых. Что это для тебя значит? Насколько много?
Очень много.
This means much for me, a lot.
Additionally, with each fight, Dubois continues to develop as a complete fighter, mixing his brute strength with technical improvements. Dubois is keen to establish himself on the global scene and has his sights set on the division's top players.
Not many people predicted that. I think with what you've done in the last 12 months, Philip Herkovic, Jarrell Miller, now Anthony Joshua, you're 100% the fighter of the year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. You know, it's been long journey. I'm grateful to be in this position. God bless.
On the other hand, Usyk stands out due to his exceptional conditioning and tactical skill, which allow him to outbox larger opponents. Usyk's ascent from undisputed cruiserweight to heavyweight champion cemented his status as one of the most formidable fighters of his generation in terms of strength.
Right. Good work, Oleksandr. You're a strong man and a very good boxer. Whoa, very good, my brother.
Listen,
In Christ.
I start prepare for you when you boxing 2008. European champion. Yes.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You're a very good boxer. I love it. I love it. Good moves.
Great job. I think now.
Moreover, Daniel Dubois steps into the ring with raw power and relentless drive. Still young but battle-tested, he carries the weight of past lessons learned.
I'm glad I am, because it's prepared me for this, for getting back in there and, you know, becoming a new man. And what I've been through is just toughened me up. And now that I'm here, I'm really going to shake up the world again with another big performance, another huge bloodbath performance. I want it to be a war, so that's my mindset.
His desire to succeed and his determination to prove himself are the driving forces behind every strike he delivers. Dubois is aware that this battle marks a turning point in his career and is not simply another battle. He gets ready to take advantage of his chance at fame with courage, passion, and determination.
How are you going to defeat that?
I'll just say bombs away. Bombs away.
Really?
Every punch. Bombs away. It's no real, you know, it's something that I need to do. I need to clear up the controversy, obviously. Clear up the doubts and everything. And
You think it's unfinished business?
yeah, definitely. Definitely unfinished business with Usyk. And yeah.
However, Oleksandr Usyk enters with calm precision, a master of movement and mind. He's conquered the cruiserweight ranks and now eyes complete heavyweight supremacy.
I'm undisputed from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk.
His tactical genius and unparalleled footwork allow him to break down his opponents piece by piece. Usyk fights to demonstrate the art of boxing, not only to win, he prepares for another phase of his legendary ascent. Most notably, numerous elite experts have offered their opinions on the rematch between Usyk and Dubois. Their thoughts are a reflection of the bout's high stakes and fierce anticipation. In his analysis of the rematch, Teddy Atlas noted Dubois' obvious progress since their first encounter. Nevertheless, he stated that he cannot criticize Usyk because of the Ukrainian's outstanding accomplishments and demonstrated talent at the greatest level. Usyk's consistency, mentality, and technical skill in pivotal battles were commended by Atlas. He went on to say that both boxers are bringing something new to the ring, making this rematch unique.
Dubois has found himself. He's a different fighter. He's a different animal now. Anyone who thinks that it's the same fight, they're wrong. I can't go against Usyk. I can't. Because the guy, his greatest strength is he always finds a way to win. Always. The amateurs, Olympic gold, cruiserweights, unified heavyweights, goes to London, fights a bigger guy, fights him twice, beats him. Then he goes and fights a bigger guy again, fights him twice, Fury, beats him. I mean, the guy knows how to finds a way to win. He's special, but he's getting older.
Moreover, Atlas also acknowledged Dubois' consistent progress and increasing maturity in the ring while expressing his admiration for both combatants. He pointed out that although Dubois is improving daily, Usyk is also becoming older, which may present a chance. In this rematch, Atlas thinks Dubois has a genuine chance to turn things around. He did, however, stress that defeating a fighter with Usyk's level of expertise and completeness would not be simple.
I have some maybe extra love towards Usyk for everything he represents for his country, to fight through what I said that he fought through. I love Dubois because he's a great story for people that have been down, that you can get up. Don't give up on yourself. You can find redemption. You can turn it around. He is a great example. But Usyk, I would have loved to see him walk off into the sunset after the last Fury fight. He's getting older.
Furthermore, regarding the rematch, Tony Bellew expressed his opinion, stating that Daniel Dubois will enter the ring this time more assured. However, he thinks Usyk's ability and ring savvy will put that confidence to the test and ultimately shatter it. Bellew underlined that Usyk is adept at posing difficult queries within the ropes. He believes Usyk will step up and defeat Dubois once more.
So I think he's well in this fight. I think he's a super dangerous challenger. And he'll go into it with a lot of belief, but I believe that belief will get shrunk. As the rounds pass and as the shots start getting landed on him, the questions will be asked of him again. Oleksandr Usyk will be victorious.
Additionally, Bellew, like many others, recognized the change Daniel Dubois has experienced as a result of his previous bouts. He acknowledged Dubois' development and better performances, calling him a strong contender. Dubois is entering the ring with confidence and momentum, according to Tony, but he also made it clear that Dubois is aware of how difficult the task at hand will be.
I think Daniel Dubois is now coming to a different stage in his career, where he's understanding now of what needs to be done and what's at stake. I think he's shown that he can overcome difficult times in fights now. And I think the victory over Anthony Joshua is going to propel his confidence levels to an all-time high.
Another important figure, Duke McKenzie, praised Dubois, saying he would have backed him to win if he had been up against anyone else. He did, however, recognize the difficulty of taking on Usyk, whom he regards as a complete and superior boxer. McKenzie highlighted Usyk's better expertise and skill level as major advantages. With that in mind, he thinks Usyk will win the rematch once more.
You know, he just does most things effortlessly, and he wins rounds. You know, he might not start off great, but he always wins the end of the round. If you know what you're looking at, and you look at Oleksandr Usyk, for a heavyweight, he's a complete fighting machine. He can box, he can fight. He can box on the front foot, he can box on the back foot, counter punches well, attacks well, works you up and down. You know, he's very, very systematic in what he does. And you know, like I say, if Dubois was fighting anybody else, I'd back him 100%. But I don't think there's a heavyweight on the planet who can beat Usyk.
In addition, McKenzie also acknowledged that Dubois has shown significant improvement since his loss to Usyk. He thinks Dubois might win the rematch if all goes according to plan. He brought up a crucial point though. Has Dubois matured enough to defeat a player as accomplished and comprehensive as Usyk?
Yeah, listen, he's going to have his moments in the fight. I'm sure of that, because you can't get into a 12-round fight with Daniel Dubois now. This much improved Daniel Dubois. You can't get into a fight with him and not get hit and not get hurt. Usyk will be in a fight, and he may have to answer questions that he's never had to answer before. He may even have to get up off the floor, but he has the character and the ability to do that. Dubois can win, of course he can, because he's heavy-handed, and as we've already stated, he's a much improved fighter. The question remains is, has he improved enough? At this level, this is what we call the elite level. This is the creme de la creme.
As we move forward, Carl Froch also offered his thoughts on the impending rematch, saying that Daniel Dubois has changed greatly since their first meeting. He emphasized Dubois' development and the fact that he has since defeated a number of top opponents. Froch thinks Dubois has a good chance of winning the rematch because of this change.
This is the rematch, and Dubois is a different animal. He's a better fighter now. He's had some great wins against Jarrell Miller, Hrgovic. He absolutely splattered Anthony Joshua. We've seen that fight, and he's now full of confidence. He's on the crest of a wave, and he's a guy now getting into the ring really, really solidly, believing in himself after. He's like a new fighter. He's now IBF world champion. He's not beaten the champ to get the title. It's like...
Furthermore, in his thoughts on the rematch, Alex Krassyuk called Dubois a dangerous and much more self-assured fighter. He noted that Dubois' recent performances had improved his talents and given him more confidence. According to Krassyuk, Dubois is much more prepared now than he was in the past. He underlined that the rematch will be entirely different from their initial bout.
Dubois is not the young kid, the prospect anymore. He is the mature man with big muscles and with sufficient knowledge and experience that he received with his recent fights. And you know what? This guy is dangerous. Yeah. This guy is really dangerous. And the one who underestimates him does terribly wrong. So, yeah, Usyk has to train hard, as he always does. and Dubois has to be aware, like, of his opponent, which he is actually, because he fought him. But now we're going to see a different Dubois, and I think we're going to see a different Usyk.
Are you expecting a tougher fight though from Dubois?
Yeah, I think so.
Tougher fight.
I think it's going to be way more tougher fight than it was before.
Is the preparation any different?
Besides, Daniel Dubois is making all preparations possible as the bout draws near. His training camp has been intense, with an emphasis on honing his technique and defense, in addition to honing his already powerful punching power. Furthermore, Dubois is aiming to become a more complete fighter with greater footwork and ring IQ because he understands that strength alone won't win the battle. His goal to dominate the heavyweight category has strengthened his resolve more than ever.
Plenty of movement, Dan. The benefits of using the ropes, we're just getting some lateral movement and some actual dipping. There's always going to be something to work on, but lateral movement and head movement is a big part of what Dan needs to improve on. Sit, chin down through your eyebrows, especially stepping back. What we're trying to do is not get him moving back in a straight line too much, because sometimes it tends to go back and he's in a straight line.
Additionally, his daily workouts in the gym provide him the chance to get closer to the sport's top boxers. Even though he is well aware of the difficulties that lie ahead, his confidence and desire for success keep growing. Dubois is getting closer to the moment that might decide his career with every day that goes by.
This stage of the game. And it's a credit to both of them that they've took this fight. Nathan's saying that he's always wanted this fight. I mean, Dan doesn't say a lot, but believe me, any fight you say to Dan, that's what he wants.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. So that's what I do. So it's my full-time occupation, and you know, before I start training, I think maybe a bit apprehensive, but once I'm in it, I don't even think about it.
On the other hand, Oleksandr Usyk is also concentrating on preserving the dexterity and accuracy that have made him a champion as the days leading up to the bout draw to a close. To stay one step ahead of his opponent, he has been training with a combination of rigorous conditioning, skill development, and strategic planning. Usyk's cool exterior belies his intense resolve, and he is making no space for error. He keeps improving his already remarkable footwork and tactical skill he is preparing for every scenario because he is aware that this fight will be a test of his mental and physical fortitude. Moreover, Usyk, a seasoned fighter, is also honing his ability to manage the tempo of the fight and knows how important it is to remain calm under duress. Usyk is more determined than ever to uphold his titles and demonstrate his greatness once more because his legacy is at stake. In addition, as we look back, in their historic first fight, both competitors displayed their spirit and tenacity. Despite the setback, Dubois learnt an important lesson that demonstrated his resilience and willpower. Usyk, on the other hand, solidified his reputation as a pound-for-pound great by showcasing his technical proficiency and ability to manage the fight's tempo.
Let me be honest with you, the only best shot he chucked was that body shot. Absolutely. But everything else was whack. Everything else was whack. I don't know why he did not use his body. He didn't know, like, wrestle the guy, grip him up, bully him. He did not do that. He tried to make it cute, and that was no time to be cute. Yeah, they don't use the size, because you know why? Because a bunch of
Now, in this rematch, Dubois wants to exact revenge for his previous defeat and demonstrate that he has matured into a fully fledged fighter. Thus, this rematch is really important. For Usyk, it's a chance to cement his legacy and re-establish his supremacy in the heavyweight class. With both combatants eager to win and looking to leave their mark on the boxing world, the stakes are higher than ever.
Listen, I think that it's a great fight, and yeah, Daniel, on paper, that's the way it should be going. I think the momentum is with Daniel Dubois. We've seen that in his recent performances. He's reinvented himself in many ways. Well, we actually say he's reinvented himself. He hasn't. He was on that apprenticeship. He was on that development stage. And, a loss sometimes can be the moulding of a fighter. And I think that Daniel Dubois is living proof of that. In recent times, he's looked sensational. And by the way, I've been watching him in the build-up to this one in the gym. I saw him training over in England under the watchful eye of Don Charles. And he's looked sensational. I think that he's really improved since becoming champion. It's elevated him to another level. I go quite heavily for Daniel Dubois to win the fight.
In short, as the rematch between Usyk and Dubois approaches, the boxing community and fans are giddy with anticipation. Many people are excited to see how Dubois' advancements will stack up against Usyk's superior skill set. Discussions and forecasts are intensifying on boxing forums and social media. There are all the makings of an exciting, high-stakes fight in this rematch. In conclusion, Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk are prepared for an incredible rematch. Many people question whether now is Dubois' moment to shine because of his obvious change and regained confidence. However, Usyk is a formidable opponent due to his experience, skill, and poise. Will Usyk regain his supremacy, or will Dubois' progress be sufficient? Who do you think will prevail in this battle? Let us know in the comments section below.